Good morning, everyone. I'm Donald Andres Baca from the group. I will be developing part of the content of the activity corresponding to step 3. Identify technology value today, October 24, 2021. The problem to be addressed regarding the valuation of technology is the little knowledge of the valuation methods on the part of the technology managers in charge of the process. For this, the main cause and consequences that are produced by this and that affect the performance of innovation process in Colombian companies are listed. Among the causes we can mention in the first instance is the little information available or that all the required information is not available, particularly market and financial information, or that is not of high quality, that is not complete and acquired, and as a consequence that the methods cannot be applied due to lack of information or little practice in the use of assessment tools. Another cause to highlight is the lack of understanding of the technology evaluation method, which is linked to understanding the value technologies and mastering in industrial developments and market trends. This results in an increase in the difficulty of carrying out a systematic and completely objective evaluation. Also, a relevant cause is the lack of training and specialization of the personnel in charge of the technology assessment process, since not having said knowledge or the necessary tools to make the assessment. It does not allow a comprehensive assessment of the technology origination, the two consequences described above. Another cause for the ignorance of the application of the evaluation methods is the ignorance of the level of maturity of a particular technology. Since these conditions, the obtaining of information on aspects such as reference costs and future developments. Therefore, if the material levels are not certain, it is very likely that an incorrect evaluation method will be applied, since this method may generate incomplete or inconsistent results. Then a cause that to some extent is conditioned to the operation of the business in particular sectors, and that is very common to find in Colombian companies, is the lack of interest in the use of technologies developed for a particular process together with the few investments that are made. They do in the area of research and development, which is due to the fact that in many cases the traditional ways of operating the business and a strong resistance to change, since it is often considered that said investment will not generate the expected profits. This results in very few technical reference of possible problems that may arise when applying a technology evaluation method, which makes which make it difficult to find a solution that can be replicated, and the development of best practice for the comprehensive evaluation of technologies. Among the great recommendations that can be suggested are focused on training under two approaches. The first approach is market research and technology and competitive surveillance, since as initial information to carry out the application of a method, it is required to obtain information to identify the market and its characteristics, size, supply and demand, existing products, price, competition, companies, marketing channels, among other concepts. This allows a holistic overview of the internal and external factors related to the technology to be evaluated. The second approach has to do with the application of evaluation methods, because not only it is enough to apply them and know their methodology, but there is also knowing how to interpret the results of the evaluation method, since they are the starting point to solve a specific problem or problems, satisfy a need required by market demand, It is also necessary to generate document information that serves as support for subsequent application and for future training of internal personnel within the organization. So that in this way there are more tools and best practice for the evaluation of technology, and the cost of hiring personnel are reduced to perform these activities.